Good news, I got my tripod out, and that's not a euphemism. Yeah, I'm not sure why my camera's a bit blurry, but YOLO, I guess? I don't know. So, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has been released in America, and I thought this would be a good time to kind of give my review of Season 1. And I know normal people would probably review the season just come after the last episode was aired, but I'm not normal people, so spoilers. So basically, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., if you didn't know, is set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which follows the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. If you can put two and two together. Basically, we get introduced to Agent Coulson in Avengers, and of course, typical Joss Whedon style, he kills him off. But he's miraculously back alive by the end of... well, by the start of this episode, I should say, not by the end of this episode. That'd be very weird. And he has to assemble a team, see what I did there? Of normal people, twist, to basically just solve crimes that happen within the cinematic universe. It's kind of like Scooby-Doo if it was set in the Marvel universe. And I can see why a lot of people didn't like it. Because when you got like all these like superheroes and stuff, you know, going with explosions, and then you have set on these normal people who have to solve mysteries and how to stop the next evil thing from coming. I can understand why people got annoyed and frustrated by this series, but I really enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie, because the thing about Marvel is they kind of spoil us with well, their films. I mean, their films are amazing, even the not so good ones in my opinion, Iron Man 2, but still watchable. They still spoil us because they're fucking Marvel, and I can understand why people are annoyed by this, because like the TV show, since it's filtered out to 24, 22-ish episodes, they can't spoil us with every episode because the audience would get the routine in their head and then you just see it coming. So I can understand, but is it worth a watch? I say it is if you are a Marvel fan, and I'm not gonna lie, it is really slow at the beginning. But what TV show isn't really slow at the beginning? Okay, maybe not Breaking Bad, but Breaking Bad's weird and awesome. Mostly awesome. The only problem with the show, I think, is it relies too much on the cinematic films for the next main plot line. Like, for example, the first episode opens up and you get teased with I can't remember what it's called, the glowy thing in Iron Man 3. And you're like, okay, that's cool, but then that's like the main theme till at the time when Thor: The Dark World came out. And then when that came out, they sort of focused on that, and then they had that break, and then Captain America came out, and then they focused on that, and it kind of jumps around a bit. There's some really cool action bits in it though, so that's the main thing. I'm not watching this show for in-depth, you know, I'm not looking for like Breaking Bad, Walking Dead standards of character development. I'm sorry, I got a sore throat. I'm just looking forward to an explosion and just fights and everything. I know it's like I love Oscar-worthy movies, but I will occasionally watch a pile of shit as a film, because sometimes I like to turn my brain off, you know, which I believe is good. You have to turn your brain off to survive in this world. My favourite character in the show is probably Skye, which is weird because like most of the characters aren't that rememberable. That's weird. Rememberable. There you go. I really like Agent Coulson, but you can't. I'm gonna go against what I just said. Actually, forget what I just said. I like all the cast, to be fair. Like, the only one I didn't really like was the main dude. I can't remember his name. That's how genetic his character is, because I can't remember his name. The youngish male one, not Fitz or Coulson, so you got only one to choose from, and if your knowledge of different sexes is correct, you should be able to guess it. No. But, I didn't like him. I'm sorry. So, spoilers, when he became the baddie at the end, I wasn't surprised. And when it was revealed, I was just like... I was kind of like the opposite of how I felt in Iron Man 3 when you find out that Mandarin isn't the Mandarin and you get a lesser actor to play the Mandarin. It's kind of the opposite of that, where they've made it so secret that you've guessed it from episode, like, 16, and then you're like, yeah, I knew that. What else you got off of me? And then you're just like, oh, okay. But it is a good show. I quite enjoyed it. That sounds weird. No, but overall, I highly recommend Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Give it a watch, and if you don't like it, just don't watch it after. I mean, I'm looking forward to season 2 when it comes to Britain, because I'm British and we get... Although Marvel's been pretty good for us, because we usually get the films first, which is weird. So, yeah, thanks, Disney. Yeah, don't know what else to say, really. Avengers Assemble. So yeah, next week's video is going to be well, actually no, it's not even going to be next week's video. I'm going to watch it Friday and record it Friday, because I'm cool like that and I can multitask. Well, it's not really multitasking because I have to watch it, then film it, then edit it, so I'm doing it step by step, so it's not really it's multitasking. But I'll probably be listening to music while I'm editing, which explains for lack of quality in my videos. Yeah, so basically next Friday's episode video will be a Ghibli film. I still can't remember what the film is, so it'll be a surprise to us both. And of course, thank you for watching. I just hit the tripod. Fuck.